Welcome to our diamond art, and I'm doing our next little section. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, here we go. So let's see. Ow. Oh, excuse me. My cat has decided to say hello. Hello. There's her paw. She's like, no, I'm camera shy. I want the light. Oh, I am so sorry. There we go. There we go. Got a cat hair. Ugh, I'll be eternalized in here. Oh, I see a heart. Thank you very much. Hello to everyone watching. How are you? Oh, I see a like. Thank you very much. Oh, hello, hello, JX. Hello, London. Landon. Sorry, Landon. Hello, hello. Uh, li- uh, Piler. Hello, Piler. Okay, I'm trying. Focusing on many things. Oh, I am doing diamond art, Mr. JX. JX Stream. You can see I take these tiny little diamonds and I attach them to the sticky surface here. Oh no, I don't have time for Roblox. I work 2 jobs. I don't have I can't afford the computers and all that, sadly. Wish I could, but I was not allowed to play video games as a child. Wish I could. I heard GTA 6 is supposed to be exciting. I could appreciate video game memes, though. Wish I could make memes, but I'm not fast enough for that. What do you mean, liar? I don't play Roblox. Cap? What cap? I'm confused by the cap. What does cap mean? Cap means liar. Oh, okay, now I know what cap means. Okay, learn some new lingo today. Note to self. I'm open to learning, but how am I lying? I've never been on Roblox. D- I I do apologize. Never been there. Heard of it, never done it. I've had this channel for 19 years and only recently I've not figured out what to do with this. I just watched videos or listened to videos as I drive. Yeah, don't watch and drive though. That's bad. I don't I don't want to play Roblox. Yeah, there's a few bad apples I have heard about. I listen to other YouTubers describe, current events, news, and yes, I am aware of how unchild friendly it can be sometimes. Let's just put it politely. That's anywhere these days, unfortunately. Oh, but yeah, never. Don't know. Oh yes, 160 lawsuits. Oh, you want me to make you a diamond art? Um. Oh, this is diamond art, diamond painting. Okay. We yeah, I could make diamond art for people. I have a bunch right now. I'm trying to, as soon as I get about 500 subscribers, I'm probably could do, you know, custom ones if people like something but they don't think they could quite do it. So I'm open to requests. I'll just be careful how I do it. Restart everything? What do you mean restart? I've been kind of. So take all the beads off? That's going to be really difficult. And these are kind of on here, and I would probably lose all the beads. This, well, it's kind of a bit late for that because the 4th of July is around the corner, unfortunately, London. Oh, water on the tip? Huh. Yeah, next time I do it, I will. 'Cause I do got a whole bunch of wax. I got extra. I'll set up a little water thing next time, London. Oh, water. Oh, water to. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of agree, Lemon. I have such limited time. I couldn't rage destroy something I make. I've seen people do that. I don't know. I never care for that form of art. I like creating, not destroying. At least not something that I spend a whole month working on. So- oh, what's the whole picture, Lemon? Right here. I'm working on this part and maybe gonna try to do a little bit of this. But yeah, 17 cent. I'm gonna change this so it's a little more, the one's a little more visible. Oh, there we go. Yep, that's the whole picture. Oh, you like black? Oh, yeah. Uh, I got a pizza what I'm gonna do next. I'm just flattening it out. That's gonna be a pizza one. I work with pizza. I figure my boss might like that one. Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah, that's the pizza. There we go. Got that hair. No, London, I'm not gonna destroy it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now, I mean, if you want to make a custom one and you paid for it, okay, but I paid for this one, so I really don't want to lose all these diamonds and mess up all the colors. Because there's exactly for this one 20 different bead colors, and trying to organize them would be a real pain in the neck. So, oh, draw other drawings. Oh, I went cray cray on Amazon, and I have about 40 or 50. I love dragons. I had one earlier that I did. I have a lot. There's nature. There's the more expensive ones are the ones that are copyrighted with movie and films. But I got nature, yin and yang. I like that theme. Lots of nature ones. But lots of just I got some cryptids. I got animals. I got all sorts of different ones. Oh yeah, go on Amazon or maybe even AliExpress. You could find a whole bunch. And there's one that's $20 of Spirited Away. That one is kind of pretty, but I'm gonna wait for that one until I get some done. Copyright makes it more expensive. But yeah, there's ones that are not so good, and there's some big, beautiful ones. There's different sizes too. It's like they could take like up to a year to do some if you don't have friends to help. So I'm just trying to imagine. Let's come over and do diamond art, friends. Definitely a fun thing to do with friends if you have one big enough. Anime ones. I do not, but I have seen them. I was gonna wait for a good sale to maybe pick up a few anime ones. I do have some of Japan. I got one. I got a nice Japanese temple one that I thought was beautiful, and I also have one from the famous art The Wave. Oh, that one fell. Uh, okay. Oh no, I don't have kids. I can't afford them. Don't have the means, so don't have time. Plus, I have emotional damage. Let's just say from my childhood that I couldn't do. I couldn't do it. Kids are cute, but not for me. Not everyone should have kids. Oh, Landon, you're 11. Hello. Yeah, bit young to start having that discussion. Uh, just word of advice: don't be in a rush. Kids are fun, but then you got to pay taxes and you got to work full time. Yeah, avoid taxes. Stay young. There we go. Yeah, the flag has a lot of different colors right here. No, I don't have anyone. I said I work too much. Don't have time. Just doing what I can to survive basically. Oh, you're out of school? No taxes. You get money? Yes, I do. I pay taxes. Okay? Yes, I do. I work two different jobs. Oh, I am busy. And I know by the time I reach retirement that Social Security is going to be gone, so I need to start saving up. Oh, okay. You're out of school. Yeah. What job do you do? I work in the food area. Not being too specific. Landon is the biggest gill now? Oh, okay. You are younger. Okay. Well, you can be younger and have a hobby. Hobbies are good. Keeps you out of trouble. Busier you are, the less trouble you get into. Because going to jail is the ultimate boredom. Oh. I admit I do enjoy watching police videos and reactions and seeing cops to react to people in trouble. So that was a motivation for me as a little girl to stay out of trouble. Because it's different these days. Too many angry people. London and Lemon are having a nice little discussion there. There we go. Almost done with 6. But yeah, if you want to have discussions, as long as they're child friendly, that is absolutely fine. Oh, what jobs? Let's see. I work at a pizza place, and I work part time at a gas station helping stock shelves. Someone's got to put that soda on the shelf. That's make your soda available in the cooler. No one likes being in there, but I actually kind of enjoy it. So I help make sure people get their water, their drinks. So yeah, I do work about 60 to 70 hours a week. That or I sleep. You have 5 jobs. I'm trying to figure out how you do that right now. Yeah, I work at a Subway pizza place and a gas station. As specific as I say, I live in West Texas, so I work at one of the mid-sized gas chains, and a pizza place. What 5 do you work at? I'm curious. Just for privacy reasons, try to avoid being too specific because there are crazy people online, so I sometimes avoid specifics. Keep it generic. There we go. But yeah, I drive a lot. I do delivery. I could say that. So I get to listen to all sorts of interesting things. Oh, geez. Well, gas station work is not exactly boring. It can be, but you have your crazy moments with drunk people. So that's why I went from full time there to part time. It's one too many times having to deal with a drunk person or angry person over being ID'd. But taking person to jail, oh, geez, Louise, that has got to be depressing. So you definitely see the consequences of bad behavior sometimes. I don't think I could deal with the drunks, not after working at a gas station. Repressed anger. Seriously. Stop yelling at your clerks if they ask for your ID. Please. Probably give me a blood clot in my leg. Okay. Oh, wow, you are busy. So this is probably nice and relaxing for you. Let's see. Yikes. Taking people to jail, though. Oh, probably cursing, swearing, talking crazy sometimes. That would drive me a little bonkers. Because I know there's cameras in there, so you can't make any retorts because it's recorded. They could claim abuse. Am I gay? No, no, I'm definitely straight. But guys are like Gucci purses. They're nice to look at, but no touchy. Just not interested. Too many. All the good guys are taken. Unless I'm too old to play that game now. So, since I can't afford a Gucci purse, I occasionally look at it, but no touchy. No, trust me, my place is a mess. I don't. I definitely am not someone you want to move in with. Too busy. My crazy hours. Nah, I definitely need to be alone when I get home from work. But that's cute. Thank you. No, no, Landon. I'm a perfect stranger you met online. That's kind of actually kind of dangerous. I'm gonna be honest. I I am sorry for your loss. No, no, you just met me online. You don't know who I am. It's okay to, sometimes it's okay to be alone. I know it's terrifying, but sometimes it's good for your mental health. I yeah, I I'm somewhere in the middle of nowhere. I don't think it's possible. Plus, didn't you just tell me that you're 11 years old? Okay. Yeah, that was getting a little weird. So, yeah, sorry about that, Lemon. I yeah, that was getting weird. I kind of stalky, so I kind of blocked him. Sorry about that, Lemon. Oh, sorry, I removed her. That was getting kind of weird. I don't want stalky behavior on my channel. Said I'm a tiny, but I have rules. That was getting kind of weird. Oh, just trying to keep things child friendly. As I said. Plus, they said they were 11 before. You don't know who you meet on the line these days, so as long as we can have discussions, but nothing like pickups or trying to find roommates. No. Yeah, yeah. Just no. That's yeah. Boundaries. She's looking for someone to talk to, but no. That was. This is here to relax, not cause stress. No, I was many years ago had a little stalker online until I showed it to my dad. That's a whole nother story in itself. But no, I was a young kid, and even I recognized that the nope factor. After that, so how are you doing, Lemon? Now, just vaguely, where are you from? In U.S. overseas? I know there's a lot of people overseas visiting due to the World Cup. So I don't mind general where you're from. Oh yes, stalkers are. I was in the forensics when I was a little girl. That never works out well. So that's why the high nope factor. Oh, India. Yeah, I'm from Texas. West. I say West Texas. That's as specific as I'll get. Is West Texas. So it's very deserty. It's in our temperatures over 100 right now. It's supposed to have a week long streak of over 100. Oh yeah, no World Cup there, but I know soccer is, or as you call football, there is very big. Mm, I've seen that kids love playing. It's a way for them to get outside. Yeah, Americans are all confused about the popularity of it right now. Well, cricket too. Cricket was brought over by the British, if I recall correctly. Uh, I know a lot of people celebrate their independence from Britain, but a couple people said, but we're keeping the cricket. Interesting how historical events affect current history and customs and traditions. Sometimes you take what you like and you toss out the rest. I've tried to understand cricket. I admit, as an American, I'm confused. You guys probably find baseball boring and confusing too. But I know your bats are a flat board instead of a round piece. Oh no, no. So sometimes the time's not right for it to catch on. It's not bad. It's just sometimes an adjustment has to be made in how it makes catches more people's attention. Innings. You know, sometimes the sport catches on out of the random. It depends on the environment. Oh, you've never watched cricket? It's okay. I've seen little bits and clips of it. B footage of it. So it's like I'm aware of it. It looks like they're having fun. So if they're having fun, good for them. They would probably be confused by our sport, so it's okay. It's like a water puddle. Everyone's confused by it, but everyone knows it exists. Eh, each their own. I don't have time to go to baseball games or football games. I did when I was younger. Shorts look fun. Yeah. But yeah. In India, do you live in the city or do you live in kind of a rural area? Because I know I loved watching nature documentaries as a kid. Some of the wildlife in other nations always interested me. I got to go to Australia many years ago. Kangaroos, man, they're like the white-tailed deer of the United States. They're like chess in the city. Chess, cool. If you go on Etsy, there's a Ukrainian people that take spent munitions. They're spent. There's no danger of them, and they make chessboards and checkerboards out of them. I actually got a chessboard from him. He made the chessboards made out of wood, and the munitions have the painted, king, queen, knight, bishop. So I can appreciate checkers and chess. Oh, hi, JX. Cool. Anything exciting happen in India that probably won't reach, common U.S. news? Elections, anything like that, or I am curious what happens internationally, especially right now. It's like get me out of my country. Let's just say I avoid too deep in politics, but I am completely embarrassed by what's going on right now. And oh, he won. Oh, you beat your brother. Oh, yeah, yep, he had a cow. Yeah, brothers will do that. They don't like to lose. I never that. I just sulked. But that means if he tosses the table, that means you automatically win because he lost his shit. Chess is the game of the mind. You have to keep a level headed even if you lose. And if you flip the table, you lose because you lost your shit. A general must keep his head even in defeat. Ugh. Now, are you still there? Ugh. Now, being from India, I'm just curious what you think of current events like uh, Russia right now. That's pretty crazy. I've been following that for the past over 4 years. Oh, bot farms. Yes. Yes. India is very beautiful, but all countries have their issues. I've seen people going after those bot farms, basically trolling them to high heaven. Is it bad that I support the trolls on this one? I've had people try to get me, but I've thankfully figured it out. It's hard to you can't trust anyone these days, sadly, and I think that's what's gonna tear the world apart. Oh, on Twitter. I don't have Twitter. Those could get kind of toxic sometimes. But one thing you gotta get out of your own social bubble, your own say yes men and but yeah, Twitter's become toxic. Plus I have nothing ever to post on there. I could never be a screaming voice. So let's see. CCP, yeah, I have to agree with you on that. They definitely have agendas. Everyone wants to be a superpower, but the problem with being number one is everyone wants your position. And number one never lasts forever. Look at history. Everyone has their rise and fall. But yeah, that's because I know there's a lot of India and Russia has an interesting history. I understand that things weren't always so great between India and the U.S. It's complicated. Yeah. No one's perfect. There are some good people in every culture, but there's also the bad apples. I try to avoid painting everyone as evil. Oh, they're all evil. No, there's good people on both sides, and there's, well, not so nice people, putting it politely. I like reading interesting war stories and interesting stories of humanity shown even to the enemy. Kind of gives me hope for humanity sometimes. Ah, yes. I am kind of aware of that. Consider me neutral in boundaries and that. I know the British screwed that up. Heck, they screwed up a lot of things putting lines on maps. Chinese people, yes, they can be. They have a lot of hospitality rules. You just gotta be careful. Make sure you understand cultural norms. Know when to how to act. At least that way you don't cause problems. I'm talking like Johnny Somali in South Korea. Don't do that. Kindness and politeness goes a long way these days. No, Trump. Yeah. So there's some Americans that are trustworthy, and there's some Americans that need to be yeeted, putting it politely. As I say, there's American, there's some not good Americans, and there's some bad Americans. I'm not for ashamed to say that. Life is like a Dungeons and Dragons dice. You never know what you're gonna roll. I've read some interesting stories of World War I and World War II enemies, soldiers fighting, end up become friends later in life because they can relate. Kind of united by trauma. Kind of a beautiful thing. But oh yeah, I know there's some in the Chicken's Neck area. Oh, I forget. It's called the Chicken's Neck. There's a lot of territorial issues there about China building roads, and there's been some interesting stick and club battles. Yeah, in the 21st century, they're fighting with sticks and gloves in very steep cliff areas. Yeah, that's definitely was not on my bingo card for the 21st century. So, not to insult you or anything. I'm just observing. Let's see. Oops, looks like I made a mistake. I grabbed L instead of V. That's okay. There we go. I grabbed the wrong. There we go. Yes, yes, they do. Yeah, everyone has different. That's the thing. Agree to disagree sometimes and find something that you have in common. I agree. And I said I keep my eye on current events and I try to observe, but try not to judge too hard these days. Like who's right, who's wrong. S- Sometimes both sides are just need to take a chill pill, take a breather. Humans aren't very good at that in general. Even I admit I have issues with that sometimes. But sometimes you fight so hard, you end up being the wrong one. It's complicated, indeed, and I respect that as an American. I'll never fully understand, so I do apologize. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Who made the documentary? Who's doing the news channel? It's no, that's yeah. You summed it up really nicely. It's difficult to know, and sometimes you mean the path to he double hockey sticks is paved with good intentions. Oh, hi. Hello, Lemon. This is the whimsical Byzantine. She's my mother. Hi. So, you know, you've inspired me. I might look for something on Amazon maybe next year because I got so much diamond art, and I might look for something Indian. I do have one of an African elephant, but maybe I'll look for something from India because India is a very beautiful and has a very storied history. I've uh, there's a series on YouTube called Fall of Civilizations. He has at least one really good special about the rise and fall of an Indian empire. That was very interesting to say the least. It's on YouTube. Fall of Civilizations. He rarely uploads, but he does really good. The fall of the Vaga. Uh, it was Northern Indian civilization. Their collapse actually brought in the British, ironically, if I recall. Very interesting history. Oh, yes. Yes, I would look for that. I do have a lot of tiger art. I do love tigers. So I do have a lot of tiger art. There we go. So, yeah, no, I like talking to people because it helps inspire me to look at other countries. actually remember hearing something about that. People moved around more than we think back in the past. Yes, yes, that mentioned that in the Fall of Civilizations. Yes, Mongols. They did a lot on horseback. We definitely could not do that today on horseback, because most Americans don't know how to ride a horse. That's kind of sad. We rode horses for millennia, and now within a few generations, most people don't know how to look at one. Mhm. Oh, did I grab the wrong one? Oh, I keep grabbing L instead of V. Yeah, yeah. All we could do is look at the old archaeological sites and make educated guesses. You know, I'm now inspired to look up that Fall of Civilizations episode about that Indian Empire. I've listened to it twice. It's been a while, though. Mm, there's a difference between historical revision and updating it. Because sometimes people, one person put an opinion down and that opinion was wrong versus what actually happened. History is not pretty. Sometimes we have to hold our nose and look at it for what it is, because the truth isn't always pretty. Everyone's history is written by the victors, and sometimes they end up being wrong. Because sometimes, even though you defeat someone, they might have been right. And oh, that's a bitter pill to swallow for some people. A real victor will occasionally bite the bullet and admit, okay, you're right. But I know India is definitely made up of a complicated um, group of diverse peoples who live in India. So, it's like America. We have different parts, different states, different cultures. We have the different cliches even amongst ourselves. Crazy Florida man versus the Wall Street type of New York versus the farmer of Kansas and the Washingtonianite who likes to huckleberry pick Washington State. Oh yes, every culture has their own cryptids. That could get that is interesting. We have our Bigfoot. We have our skinwalkers. I think I've heard one or two Indian stories of cryptids. It's been a while. But yeah, they're both terrifying and amazing stories that help keep the kids in at home in bed safe. Russia they have and Ukraine they have Baba Yaga. Some cultures kind of share cryptids. The cryptids don't always expect state lines, apparently, much to everyone's chagrin. Skinwalkers. It's a Native American creature. Is sometimes apparently they fillet their victims and wear their skins in order to get close to more victims. Yeah, very terrifying for some Native American cultures. They avoid talking about it unless it's specific circumstances. But yes, they're this bony used to be humans that became evil or went through some dark magic, and they often have huge antlers on their head, and they're skinny and emaciated. But they could take the forms of other creatures or people. That's kind of the gist of it. Is that apparently sometimes Caucasians can't see, but sometimes they can. But Bigfoot's big. Jersey Devil, Mothman. Oh, and we cannot forget the aliens. Oh, ghost stories. I do love a good ghost story, Lemon. That is something that is universal. That and dragons, or dragon-like creatures, because probably fossils discovered. But yes, everyone loves a good. I love a good cultural ghost story. Heck, I love good alien stories that are not from the U.S. I find those interesting. The perspective. Do I believe? Yes, but I think most of the time they're just watching and making fun of us. Well, you take care, Mom. Okay. But yeah, I could you tell me, Lemon, any famous ghost stories? I might look up the titles later. Japanese ghost stories. Yep. Oh yeah, those are. Uh, yeah, I think that a ghost story helped inspire the famous movie The Ring. Apparently, that actress recently passed away. May she rest in peace. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to bump it. Japanese ghost story. Yeah, it's I've read some old ghost stories. New ghost stories are equally terrifying. Oh, this one fell. Oh, yes. Voices of people that are not there. That's always I had a ghost encounter many years ago, Lemon. So I believe nothing terrifying, but oh, it was terrifying at the time, but nothing uh too bad. It was more of a just fixing a coat collar that was crooked after my mom complained about it. That kind. Apparently the ghost overheard my mother and it decided to fix my coat collar. It's an old steam plant where I used to live in Washington State. Uh, Steam plants. You know how Russia has those big plants that warm up their apartment buildings? They don't have a lot of individual indoor heating. Yeah, we used to have that. There we go. But yeah, I had a ghost encounter. Oh. Okay, now this plot line sounds familiar. Ghosts that say your name and then are not there. They try to steal your soul or just troll you real hard. Trolling is funny, trying to steal your soul isn't. Yeah. I never understood why the dead wants to harm the living. I mean, you want to take someone out and then they're with you in the afterlife all mad and stuff? That's an unpleasant situation to think about. Oh, well, I will tell you about my encounter. I my mom used to have a shop at an old steam plant in Eastern Washington, it's as specific as I want to get. And I was helping her, and I asked to take a break. I was off from college at the time. Ah, they can't do anything. Okay. And I was exploring this old steam plant that was now a restaurant and a mini mall. And I was looking at an old educational sign because they preserved the steam plant. It's a historical marker. And all of a sudden, I felt a hand grab my left side of my collar, lift up my jacket off my shoulder a couple of inches like an annoyed old person, and then set my collar down straight because it was crooked before. It was a thick winter jacket. And I remember spinning around on my heels. And no one was there. I looked up, I looked down, I looked all around. The only person was like 40, 50 feet away looking the wrong side. And I shouted at her, "Did you just touch my jacket?" And she looked at me, "What?" "Someone just fixed my jacket. The collar was crooked, and I felt the hand grab it and set it down. Did you see anyone here?" Because I realized she was too far away. She looked at me and said, "No. The only ones here is you and me." She literally went bug eyed and said, "I gotta go," and fled. She noped out of there. And then it dawned on me. We had before a lady come to my mom's mini shop and get coffee because she was terrified because she felt a hand on her shoulder while she was on the computer. She refused to go back to work until her husband came. She worked at the main restaurant. And she would hide there until her husband came. I realized that now I had been touched by the very thing that terrified her. So I ran to the restaurant to report to the manager something happened because, well, Ghostbusters aren't real, unfortunately. And I insisted on talking to the restaurant manager. He came out and I told him what happened. And he initially looked annoyed, like, "I'm busy. What do you want, kid?" He went from being annoyed to quite intrigued, and he just laughed and said, "Congratulations, you just met the steam plant ghost. Don't worry, he's harmless." And basically, the spirit's been living in this old steam plant. They call him an employee who never left. And apparently, this was when Blackberries were big. They're big button phones. And they said he likes technology. And usually, people see his shadow, feel a presence. He's never harmed anyone. He's just technology, curious about technology. He said, "I gotta go, but thank you for this story. Fixing a coat collar is a new one." Looking back, that's a fond memory, but initially I was quite terrified, understandably. Oh, yeah. I even told my mother about it, who is kind of a skeptic. And, well, my mom believed me because she had something happen with the painting. Um, Questionable. The ghost, sometimes they pick up material things, electricity, but sometimes they do pick up weird things. I think it's hit and miss in the ghost detecting stories. But no, it's now one thing I will not touch a Ouija board. No, 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 no. You know, there's ways that less likely bring in not so nice deities. Not all ghosts are bad. Some just are like guardian angels, but they better stay out of the bathroom. Okay. Bedroom, bathroom, no go. Shoo. With the economy, if a ghost lives in my house, they got cleaning duties. That's how they pay rent. But no, I said I had a ghost fix my collar. Heard my mom complaining. So I believe after that. I said the lady that fled said, "There's no one up here besides you and me," before she fled in terror. Oh, poor lady. Oh, yeah, it's scary, but I find some comfort in my encounter. It's not all scary. We all got to take that journey someday. So enjoy your life, but maybe if you have to be stuck between worlds for a little bit, have some fun, but don't be malicious unless they truly deserve it. But no, I will not insult the dead. Say things. Yeah, no, that's bad idea. Yeah, but no, I've heard of a few ghost devices. They gotta be careful though. People try to take advantage of anything and everything. So but no, I love during October. That's kind of our ghost season is October, United States. Halloween. I love listening to ghost stories and trying to decipher them. Are they made up or are they plausible? Oh no, I'm not streaming on another platform. I don't know how to do that. I'll be honest. My brother, I do have a brother. Brother, he said I should do this on that other streaming service. Oh, what I forgot. It's a controversial TikTok. Eh, some apps I don't want on my phone. I know there's a lot of controversy about that. So if I knew how to multi-stream, I would. But I want to get better at talking to people first before I try to do multiple streams. Oh, so I mean, what streaming service would people find this interesting or just like to chat? That's that's also what I'm curious, especially in India, because I know every country has their own thing. I know, uh, oh, what T word? Um, oh, Twitch. I've heard people doing Twitch. So, oh, almost done. Yeah, I like to see how some platforms are banned in some other countries due to political, economic, and geographical issues. Yeah, but yeah, it's a lot of controversy about China and their apps because sometimes paranoia is good in some aspects, but sometimes you go a bit too far and end up being a self-fulfilled prophecy. You got to be careful of that these days. Mm. You know what a self-fulfilling prophecy is, right? Ah, yeah, YouTube is a good kind of. I said I like YouTube because it's more of an international, but some countries like China and Russia now ban or tries to block YouTube. People use VPNs to get around that for at least a little while. But yeah, it's crazy. Sometimes. Oh, okay. I thought I saw something posted there. Hey, your English is pretty good. I understand what you're saying. I wish I could learn other languages. I struggle with vowels. A E I O U. Had ear infections as a kid, and I think it just I can't quite hear it. Certain consonants sound the same when spoken in other languages, so I don't mean to be a dumb American. I could pick up a few words, but I just sometimes can't hear some of the subtleties that are spoken. And I find it very frustrating. So, people that learn English, I respect. Thank you. I appreciate you learning English so I could communicate with you. Oh, I do like talking to people of other cultures. We may not agree, but I do enjoy getting outside of my bubble sometimes. Oh, well, you're doing good. Let me just stretch. Yeah, I hope I'm helping you learn more English, through talking. That's how you learn. I said, being where I live in Texas, I've picked up on a little bit of Spanish. I've just never been very good at it. You're good at typing English, so I'm going to give you credit there. That's credit that is earned, respected. I couldn't type in Spanish to save my life. I was actually better at reading Spanish than speaking or spelling it. Yeah, I'm just using this to help flatten it. Let's see. Came out pretty good. I made a little boo boo, but I think it looks kind of gives it a nice aged effect, like an old parchment. You're welcome. No, I can understand what you're saying, and you're doing very well. Practice makes perfect, and I respect that. Let's see. I have to get ready for work soon. So let's see. What would I have time for? I think this is good for now. I gotta get ready for work. Punjabi. Yeah, my handwriting's pretty bad. I write like my mother. Even she admits that. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is good for today. I need to get ready for work. But you know what? Thank you so very much, Lemon. If you're on this time, I might start streaming at this time. I'm kind of seeing with work day or night, which is better. Uh, yeah, we could help you practice your English if it helps. I'm perfectly willing to do that. But if you subscribe, that way you know when I'm on. Because I like helping people. It makes me feel good. All right. You take care and you stay safe, Lemon. Bye.